Alright, hello everyone, this is Protoss. Once again, I just got the press kit, so I'm going to be going over some of the screenshots and some of the things that they have given out, and hopefully you guys get to take a good look. Here's some screenshots of the Swarm host units. I forget the name of the units already, but I'm going to go ahead and just try to give you different screenshots and give you different ideas of of how these units work. They burrow themselves in the ground, and they start spawning these really almost Zergling-like units that just continue to funnel in. And there's a little bit of a delay in between each time those units come in. And as a Tarun player or as a player, you will be able to see these guys start hatching and know where exactly these guys are burrowed. You just won't be able to shoot them or attack them, similar to the Lurker in Brood War. Now, gonna go ahead and take a look at the new mech Hellion. So it's the Hellion battle mechs are just completely trying to destroy the Zerglings as they're coming in. Hopefully the battle, one of the issues that I had with the Hellion, in the Hellion and the car form, is that they don't really go against Zerglings very well. They don't sit in the front line very well, even though they're supposed to be able to handle the swarm. But this is a definite answer to that. Now, Protoss, Oracles, and Tombs minerals. So an Oracle, I guess, is just a harassment unit for StarCraft 2 Brood War, where it prevents SCVs from being able to mine at all. A unit that was missing significantly from StarCraft 2 and some StarCraft 2 for the Protoss race. Now, let's go ahead and just cycle through these screenshots real fast. Now, this is the Protoss replicas cloning themselves into Terran units. So I don't quite see, yes, you can see that there's a blue Terran siege tank here, but the Protoss, and also a siege tank here and a medevac there. So really the replica can take any non-massive unit and become that unit and have all of those upgrades. This was the screenshot before. Those are the replicas, and then this is the screenshot after. Now let's see. In the process of cloning, what it looks like. So yeah, there's a unit in the process of cloning, and then I believe the medevac has been done. Siege tank down over here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other Protoss Tempest devastates Mutalisk as Zerg Vipers. So yeah, those are the Tempest. They kind of look like, they remind me of Corsairs, the massive AoE air attack, being able to stop mass Mutalisk. Something that was really missing from Wings of Liberty, definitely being answered in Heart of the Swarm.
I love how the trailer makes it look.
Red line reactor. Alright, so it looks like the battlecruiser has a red line reactor ability that allows them to move into position much more quickly. Being able, I guess, afterburners, something that was taken away from the Valkyries in Brood War, have now been added to the battlecruisers. And what is this? This is the Swarm host. Swarm host laying in the siege position, and here's another screenshot of them as those things are about to start hatching. Terran Shredder up close and personal. These are the guys that burrow into the ground and just create this massive AoE area effect. It takes 8 seconds to burrow. I don't think it's a real burrow. I think it's more like a siege, an 8-second siege. And when they do so, it creates this almost electrostatic field around the units, dealing 20 damage a second. What's most devastating about this is that when they burrow, and if you don't catch it in your mineral line, it can completely devastate a mineral line in 2 to 3 seconds, as it only takes 20 seconds to kill. So you can see down over here, these units are burrowed in position, and what it's going to do is it's going to start to slow the Zerglings and the Banelings coming in. It's going to be very effective against any swarm, as Zerglings may die before they even get there. Now let's go ahead. Terran Warhounds have splash damage against Mutalisk. It's almost like they've given the Goliath a new animation with splash damage, better against Mutalisk, and this all goes back to the Thor being changed significantly. Go ahead and take another look at the shot here. Zerg Vipers are essentially, if anyone who has played Dota or League of Legends has a hook, that can pull units away and try to bring them closer. They're going to be very effective against siege tanks and other units like that. All can use a blinding cloud to help break entrenched positions. So apparently those units cannot attack, similar to Dark Swarm. So yes, it really is a Dark Swarm for reserve units. Also, another thing that they've changed is the destructible rocks look much better in Wings of Liberty. Here is the final screenshot that I have to show you. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to give you guys as much coverage as I can, but I'm doing this all from my laptop, so it takes a while to encode these videos. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you guys on Battle.net.